Okay, let's try this one more time. I got a new mount for my camera. I'm hoping it'll work. It seems to be a little solid. Here we go. Now, as I said a minute ago, as I was testing my camera, I'm hoping it's going to work, is that I got a new mount. I'm hoping it'll work. Now I have to go to get my license renewed. I got to get my new license sticker. I've got to get a new health card, apparently. I'm one of the old diehards where I know the original ones were white with a red stripe, and I refused to get the new one because at the time we had to pay for them. And if I have to pay for it, I'm not getting it. Anyway, I'm just being stubborn. So I have my puppy in the car today. Hey, my boy. I have got my puppy in the car and we are off. It's a little bit, it's cool out but warm in the car, so we shall see how that goes. I didn't even do my hair or anything to get my picture taken. I figure what the heck, it's only a license. It's only a license. My gosh, this is unusual. Coming out of my street onto the main road, well, one of the main roads, it's always really, really hard. I sure hope you're taping. I know I could use my my phone, but I just find that the phone is, open those a little bit. I find the phone sound is kind of bizarre. It's funny, I don't like my phone. I don't like it at all. Wow, so it's a beautiful day. It's beautiful sunny, but it's really cold. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. Always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well stay. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? I miss Mr. Rogers. We never watched him as a child because I think he was just on the U.S. programs. And when I was a young girl, we didn't get American programming. And as I got older and the kids I used to watch it when my kids got older. I mean, even when my kids were little, they didn't have it in the places we were living. But once we moved to the city, we had cable. And we get, channels from all over. It's not like today where the world is so small and the internet is so vast. So I think I'm going to have to put on some cool air because it's going to be too hot in here for my puppy. So we went to the doctor's today. I had forgotten why we made the appointment to see my mom's doctor today, and I forgot it was a memory test. This is not a good day for her. It didn't work out. She didn't want to participate after a couple of them. Her mind was on, her ears are bothering her. We went to I took her to the hearing aid place to get her hearing aid looked at because she said she can't hear out of it. Well, now I've discovered why, and now I know. I think we're going to make weekly or every 2 weeks, at least twice a month, we're going to be going to that place and get them to clean out the tubes. Apparently there are tubes, and when there's moisture in there, it blocks the sound. Makes total sense. It blocks the sound so that Mom can't hear. Well, if she can't hear, she gets upset. And I'd get upset because she's deaf in one ear and she only has that hearing aid. They can't do anything for her her eardrum apparently is like cottage cheese. There was some kind of stuff that a doctor had put in last year. I think it damaged it. Damaged her eardrum to the point where there's nothing they can do. Especially at her age. Because, you know, at 85, they don't... I hope you're not getting too much sun there. I don't know. It's a beautiful drive. We used to come along this parkway when I was a young girl and had to do some projects for school and pick up twigs and different leaves and stuff like that. I remember that as a little girl coming here with my dad. It's a long time ago. Oh, see? See? It's not friggin' working. It's pissing me off. It is really ticking me off. I'm gonna have to figure out how to mount it. You're probably not even looking at me. It's really, really upsetting. Turn it this way. Try it again. I might put Velcro or something under there to hold it. I know the little camera is heavy. And see, I don't even think you're looking at me anymore. Anyway. Gotta watch my speed along here. I'll check it out when I take the camera down, when I stop at the... it's called Service Ontario. And it's a place where we get all any government services, not federal, but the provincial government services, like our license and our health cards and blah blah, whatever. See, I think you're looking outside. Well, that's okay. You can get a good view. So, anyway, with Mom, we went to the doctor and we decided to put it off, but the doctor has asked her not to drive anymore. Because some of the questions that they asked for the first part of the test had to do with driving, and she failed miserably. There was a lion, a rhinoceros, and a camel, and she couldn't name them. Now, they were black and white figures. They were black and white figures, so, you know, she might not have recognized them. I mean, she's 85. She's got, like, a grade 3 education, not even, probably, grade 3 education. I mean, she reads and she writes and all those things, but, you know, if it wasn't for the ways of the world, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go up this other street. I don't feel like... Now, if that comes apart again, I'm going to be very upset. Very upset. We shall see. You're probably not even looking at me. Anyway, we'll find out when I stop. Right now, I'm headed out there. I'm hoping there won't be too many people. Usually there's a lot of people in the mornings, so I'm hoping in the afternoon. It's 2:15 in the afternoon on Monday. I'm going to have some names for some of these Mondays, like Maudlin Monday or Moody Monday. How about Moody Monday? That's a great name for today. So we're going to go back and do the memory tests for Mom later. But Mom has made it clear she knows that David is ready to be placed. She's made up her mind. I think she's tired, exhausted. David's children are over there a lot, and my poor mom just, for some reason, does not trust them. And I'm the opposite. I trust until proven otherwise, I guess. That's what... Anyway, that's her personality, that's her ways, that's her thing. It's not mine. So... Mummy dearest, she's looking for, she says, my daughter's going to look after me. She's looking so forward to having a place with just us. Oh my God, I'm sorry that the camera's in the sun. She's looking forward to it. She's quite content with that. So we shall see. Alrighty. God, I haven't been around here in a long time. That's Beechwood Cemetery. It's one of the oldest in the city. And, whoop, a bumpy. Used to be a bingo hall here. I used to go and play there. Years and years ago. Years and years ago. I don't know what that guy's doing. Are you coming out or going in? Or what? Well, I'm leaving. I'm not going to park there. I don't want to park there. I could park here, but they're too close together. Somebody doesn't know how to park. All right, I'm gonna park here. Oh, this is a real old place. And oh, anyway, so Mom's looking forward to it. She knows what we're going to be doing. She, I was telling her about where I used to live in the South End. You could walk everywhere. They had all kinds of shops. Everything was there. Her bank, health, everything, and she could walk. So unfortunately, they had built. I have to open my windows for my puppy. There we go. It's cool enough outside. They had built a very large mosque not far from where I used to live. Now, I have nothing against, I'm not saying anything against anyone. However, the neighborhood used to be a mixture of all kinds of people, all kinds of nationalities, everything. I loved it. A lot of beautiful, beautiful people. But since they built the mosque, there has been an overpopulation of people who go there. And that's fine, that's great. But it's, I guess, to put it maybe a different way, it's like you lived in a place and you leave for a while, and when you come back you find out it's like Chinatown, or where you used to live, or it's like all Italians neighborhoods. We have a lot of those there. I love shopping in some of them because they got really cool stores. So that's sort of what I'm saying. I like living in a neighborhood where there's a lot of multicultural people and things, stores and stuff, because it's really, really fascinating and interesting. But that particular neighborhood, they don't really have a lot of stores. Like, I don't know, unless maybe on the other side of the street. So anyway, it would be like moving into an area where you're not comfortable because it's not your heritage, it's not your background. So I don't know if I'm coming across well with that. We had God, many 30 years ago or more, we had a lot of people. I think it was during the Vietnamese War. We had a lot of refugees from Vietnam, and there's an area in our city that is specifically housing and so on for the Vietnamese refugees, because they need to have that community. They need to be able to share experiences, get help with housing and health care and groceries and things that they're used to. So that's totally normal and understanding for me. I totally get that. I mean, I remember when we were in the military and we were stationed in Germany. Well, all of the Canadian military people lived in a complex area because, although some of us, I mean, when we first moved over, we lived in a small town, a small village, where I think there wasn't any where we lived. I don't think there's any Canadians. So it kind of dumped me right into learning German a little bit and reading signs and understanding their culture and stuff. And then eventually we moved into PMQs, personal married quarters, where people, can get together and so on. So I totally, through my experiences in life, I totally understand the whole living in a community where you're comfortable. It's just the way of the world. You move to a new country. It's nice to live in an area where there are other people that have moved to a new country that speak your language, that understand your concerns or your hardships or whatever. So anyway, so that's what's happened to my old neighborhood, which I really loved. But I think on the other side of the street there is a really nice apartment building still within walking distance. I'm just a little concerned about the lights and traffic and so on. Anyway, we're here. I'm parked. My puppy is there. I am going to let you go for a minute. I got to go in and see how busy Service Ontario is to get my license and my sticker, and we'll be back.